Good morning, friends. This is Gautham Kolluri. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and founder director of CIP, Study Abroad and Immigration Experts. I previously worked in Conestoga College and Mohawk College as the International Students Recruitment Officer. Welcome to the talk, our CIP International Graduate Review. Today, I have the pleasure of inviting Jayesh Kidani, one of our CIP group members. He's been a client for multiple services to the talk. Thank you very much, Jayesh, for joining the talk.
Thank you very much, sir, for inviting me for this interview. And I am really glad that CIP helped me with each and every aspect of our visa. So because of CIP, it is possible that me and my wife are in Canada and we got our PR. And as well as like our family is also getting all the visa approvals in one go. So thank you very much for providing this service to everyone.
Pleasure, Jayesh, and congratulations, Jayant. Jayesh is a permanent resident, and recently he bought his first house. Very beautiful house, and I love the
Thank you
living
very
room. It
much.
has open sunroof, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very nice place. Yeah. So, Jayesh, where are you from? And you know, which city in India? Which city in India are you from originally? Kasia.
Yeah, sir. So I'm from Gujarat, city name is Vadodara. And but
Vadodara
recently,
city.
like, before coming to Canada, I was staying in Hyderabad. I was working there in IT for 3 years. And then me and my wife, we decided to move to Canada. So we started with direct express entry application first. But because we had only bachelor's degree, so it was almost impossible. So then I decided that, okay, I will go for 1 year course and then my wife can travel on SOWP. So
Yes.
at that time, I was not aware about the CIP group. So I applied
Yeah.
my student visa through some local
Yeah.
agency
Yeah.
in Gujarat.
One quick before I always start with one
Yeah,
question. I mean, is Canada meeting your expectations? Was it a correct decision for you,
yeah.
coming to Canada?
So I would say it is a correct decision. So now it is, so this question is very complicated to be very honest. So this will depend on people's intention of working hard in Canada. For example, if someone is willing to work hard in Canada, yes, they will be successful, like me. And if someone is not willing to work hard, so there is a difference. If someone is not willing to work hard, if they are not looking out for opportunities, then it is very difficult. Like first year for me, it was very difficult when I came as a student. So because I have more than 6 years of IT experience, still I had to look for jobs, and it took me almost 3 months to find IT job in Canada. But I have many friends who were not looking as actively as I was looking, so it took them more than 6 to 8 months as well. So it all
That's
depends
good.
on your intention.
So, what is your current job title, Jayesh?
So I'm working as a senior database engineer with company named CMIC in Canada. It is located in North York.
So many IT, like half of the people who apply through CIP are IT professionals like you.
Yeah.
And every day I'm talking, and every day we have somebody. Yesterday we had two or three people from our CIP also who, we did this interview. So congratulations. He actually studied one year only, and then we discussed many times with Jayesh as well. I told him, Jayesh, very risky, but he still went on with the 1 year. When did you come, Jayesh? It was in back in 2020 or 19?
So my course started in 2021, but I came in 20. It started in May 2021, but I came in December 2021 because of the COVID. All the flights were banned, so I did my course online. And
Okay,
then after
you came
coming
during the
coming
peak
here,
COVID.
yeah, it was peak COVID time.
Yeah. Okay. We good things easy to talk how, but again, there is so much of hard work. You know,
Yeah.
you had invested to accomplish what you are, an IT professional, buying a house here, getting your permanent residency, all this. People don't see, especially in the social media, the
Yeah.
hard work you put in. So, what were the challenges you faced when you first came to Canada while you were a student, right? What were the most difficult things for you to endure and you know uh, make efforts to succeed? Challenges,
So
what
the
challenges
most
did you?
Yeah, the most difficult part in Canada is right now is housing market. So it was very difficult to find a good house in a good location. So that's it. And also like to find a part-time job and manage everything. Like we have to manage our college, we have to manage our part-time job as well as all the household thing. Because like India, we don't have any house help here. So that is the most difficult part. And
Very true.
with all of this, like you have to constantly keep looking for a job. It is not like you have to wait until you graduate and then you start looking, because as we know in here, getting a job is very difficult part because processes are very slow. It is not like India, you apply today and you will get a call tomorrow. So that is the challenging part. So I will advise anyone who is coming, so even before, at least before 3 months you are about to graduate, start applying for jobs.
Yeah, that's very important. So, so how initial challenges, part-time jobs took some time, and then housing was
Yeah.
challenged. Other than that, how do you see the atmosphere here in Canada? Is it safe? Were you comfortable being here in Canada?
So initially I was not comfortable. I was thinking like, okay, why did I even come to Canada? Because we were having a good life in India and everything. So now, but you have to focus on one thing. So you have to prioritize one thing. So like these days, life is also better in India. It is not like 6 to 8 years before where IT people were not getting enough salary. So first you need to define clear goals. Like our goal mainly to come to Canada was to have a good work-life balance. So which is still there. But in India, even with good salary, work-life balance is not there. So, but you have to remember one thing: to get that work-life balance, you have to be willing to work hard for definitely during the initial years in Canada. Then only you will achieve that work-life balance. You will be able to buy houses and cars and everything. So it is not like
Very,
once you
very
land in
true.
here, everything is like a fairy tale and you will get your car, you will get your house like within 1 month or so. So it is not like that. So at least first 6 months to 1 year is struggling time. I remember like I was staying in a shared apartment and I was walking even in winter times. I was doing part-time jobs and I used to walk in last to last year, like snowstorm. I will wear the snow boots and I will walk for 2 to 3 kilometers for a job. Now I have a car and a house. So it will look like, okay, now because we are working in IT, we are making millions of dollars. So it is not like that. So you have to go through that struggling phase to reach to this place.
Very, very, very true. Nothing comes easy in life. I remember, study is not easy. I myself came as an international student. I
Yeah,
was a primary applicant. My wife and two kids were dependents. And, the first 8 months, I literally did not even go out. The assignments, the study, I
yeah,
started my study visa process when I was 38. I came when I was 39. And
okay.
8 months, I literally did not know anything, right? What was happening outside, I didn't know anything except college, study, assignments, projects. That is what everything was.
Yeah.
How about the community around you? How about Canada? Is it a safe place? Like, when you were an international student, you came new. So, how did you feel about living here? Did you have any apprehension, any issues living in Canada from the safety perspective and from the comfort yourself?
So from the safety perspective, like we have to remember one thing, like if you, so during the daytime, it is very safe. It is not like it is very, it is risky to live. But during certain periods, like if you are going out late night, so you have to look after because right now, you, like everyone knows, Canada is having a lot of housing problem and like, so people are getting homeless right now. There is a lot of, issues going on in right now. So initially when
There's
I came, so
always,
this all of that
yeah,
started. Yeah.
yes.
So
So,
if you
guys,
go out very late,
housing
like
issue,
11
yeah,
p.m. Yeah.
very, in general, it is safe. Like, we don't even lock our houses. Like, I
Yeah.
live in Kitchener, Waterloo. You leave your house, nothing happens. There are always
Yeah.
drug addicts. There are always people who are mentally sick, unfortunately. That is one thing. When there is more freedom, uh, you know, there's a lot of people. You'll be surprised that in Canada, especially to support drug addicts, they are some locations where people can actually go there with their drugs and take this,
Yeah.
right? So, that is a bit of a pain. But again, there are homeless people, but in general, it is right. Nothing happens
Yeah.
usually.
Nothing. Yeah. Nothing happens normally. But if you are going like late night, so if you know that area, so it is better to stay away from that area, especially late nights, like after 10:30, 11 p.m. Otherwise, everything is safe.
Right. So what would you advise, Jayesh, from the job perspective? What should prospective international students or IT professionals do to be successful in Canada, right? Any certifications, like how is the job market here in Canada?
So certifications will definitely help, but the most important thing which will help IT professionals, especially in Canada, is experience. So if you have good experience, so you need to prepare good resumes, and you need to remember one thing here: jobs are very limited, and number of applicants are very high. So you need to be very active in applying jobs. So for example, if you see any job is posted now, so you should not be waiting for 2 days that okay, I will create my resume and I'll apply after 2 days. And so you need to keep looking for jobs, and you need to try to improve your resume so you can showcase all of your experience in detail. So those are the key details. Those are the key points. And it is not like you will apply one job per day and that's it. You will get a call and you will get the job. So I remember when I was getting my trying for my first job, I was applying even 8 to 9 jobs per day. So it takes a lot of time, and the most important thing is you should make connections on LinkedIn. You should make a list of company on from in which you might be in like the company who has listed your position in the past, or who is he who might be potential employer in the future. So you should make a list and make connections with the people of your same role, or maybe the people who are working in HR teams and recruiters. And because these connections will help you to get your first job in Canada and eventually like other jobs as well.
Yeah, thank you. Jayesh, how about you are what is your job title? Sorry,
So
you
I'm working
mentioned.
as a senior database engineer.
So how are job opportunities in your field, right? Senior database engineer. How is your current role? What are the job duties you do every day as a database engineer?
So I'm working for a product-based company. So they have their own product and they have different clients to which they sell the product. So my main role is to look after the existing product to make sure it is working fine and to develop some new modules from the database side. So like each application, I will explain it in simpler words. Each application has two components. First is which we see on the main screen, which is called front end, and the thing which is storing data and doing all the calculation, that is the database side. So I'm working on the database side.
Interesting. So are there job opportunities and prospects in the database engineering side?
Yeah, definitely. So in Canada, that is a good part. So job opportunities are everywhere, but the only bad part is it depends on the season, and for on few weeks you will get lot of emails and you will find lot of job, but during some weeks there will be no jobs at all. So that's why I say
Especially
like
around
you
the
need
new
to
year,
keep
right?
looking.
November, yeah,
Yeah.
November, December, hiring freeze,
And
January, hiring
Jan. Yeah.
starts from February, March, right? It
Yeah.
goes on February, March is a good time. Where,
Yeah.
yes, that's
So
interesting.
Canada has a
You know,
job season. So you need to
job,
understand and analyze the job season, and you need to plan applying accordingly.
that's interesting. Yes. I remember one of our, Brinda, one of our students actually also mentioned, please subscribe to LinkedIn Premium for 1 or 2 months and make sure that you are in the top 20 when you apply for the jobs. You have
Yeah.
pretty good chances of getting interviewed when you do it, right? See, I always tell our students, guys, we are from the world's most populated country.
Yeah.
There is no much pressure and competition anywhere in the world than in India, right?
Yeah.
We start from schooling, from school days, weekly test, monthly test, quarterly test, surprise test, after tuitions from 6 in the morning. So we are used to this pressure, and coming here, if we survived in India, Canada is not an issue. But remember, it only comes with hard work, and obviously, your skill set is very important,
Yeah.
right? And I again repeat every day, please, freshers, unless you have very good English skills, please don't start your journey. Get 1 to 3 years of work experience, then come here. It will help you with your finding good jobs, start your career here in Canada, and also from the PR perspective. Undergraduate students, I strongly suggest not to come unless they don't understand, many of them, because the current express entry system does not really support undergraduate students. So I strongly suggest undergrad students not to come here, and only postgraduate students with 1 to 3 year work experience, strong English skills, have great opportunities here. There's a one last advice. What would you advise prospective international students, to be successful in Canada?
So yeah, so the simple key is to willingness to work hard. So that is the only thing which I would suggest. So if you are planning to come to Canada, so even like it does not matter how much money you are making or how is your family background in India, it will not help in any way in Canada. So the only way to survive in Canada and be successful is to work hard. That is the only key from start till
Thank
the end.
you. Yes. I think in life there is no end. There is
Yeah,
only when we leave the world, but till then we have to start working. There's no stopping at all,
yeah.
right? But,
And
Jayesh,
one more
thank you
important thing,
very much
like
for
do
joining. Yeah,
your
please go ahead.
yeah. So one more
Sorry.
important thing, like before coming to Canada, I will suggest people to do some actual research on Canada. So like they should not follow just all the YouTube videos. Like okay, life is very beautiful. Like once you go to Canada, there is Niagara Falls and there is Blue Mountains. So you will be just seeing all the good. So like right now, all the social media is only showing good part of Canada. But you should be aware that like even in the winter and in the peak summer, you will have to be going to the work and everything. So consider those aspects as well. Like do not just look at the beautiful videos on YouTube like it has Niagara Falls and those things. Yes, it is there, but the struggle is also involved. So do careful analysis and then only decide to come to Canada.
Exactly. This is coming abroad is not a lottery. It is not your card to
Yeah,
success without hard work. And especially, my advice is if you are making, probably 10, 15 lakhs in India, right? If you have low salaries, it makes sense.
yeah.
If you are from a typical middle class family, it makes sense. If you're already making, 30, 40, 50 lakhs per
Then there
annum,
is no
it's going
point.
to be a challenge. It doesn't make sense, especially middle-aged people coming here, starting their scratch life again from
Yeah,
middle age. If you are already making 30, 40 lakhs, it doesn't make sense to start again, unless you really want the quality of life and willing to start, but
yeah.
challenge here. Yeah, thank you very much, Jayesh, for joining and sharing your journey with CIP and, your journey to Canada. I wish you good luck, and I hope, just like your in-laws, we'll be able to help your brother-in-law also this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for helping me and inviting me for on this channel. I really appreciate.